Now on CoastTV News.
Farms and plants drying up across Delmarva, how this drought continues to create challenges.
A debate over new parking rules in Rehoboth, who it'll impact, and what kind of vehicles might be banned.
17 days until the general election, what the presidential candidates are doing this week.
And we continue to deal with bone dry conditions on the Delmarva Peninsula. It's really been a fantastic Friday with sunshine and temperatures getting into the upper 60s. I am tracking milder weather through the weekend, and by next week we could be pushing 80 degrees. My full forecast is ahead.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Gardeners fighting back against extremely dry conditions, how they're working to save water and their plants. Good evening, I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with people on Delmarva trying to push through this drought.
Dry conditions continue with no rain expected in the near future, and people across Delmarva are now being asked to conserve water. But it can be hard for people who rely heavily on water use, like farmers and gardeners. Bill Alderman with Lewis Bloom showed CoastTV what he's doing to make the soil somewhat manageable.
So right now, even though there's no flowers, I'm running a sprinkler, and something like this I can confine to a 3-foot circle or even a 6 or 7 foot circle.
And Adelman says his soil was so dry that he had to run the sprinkler for hours in order to be able to work with it.
And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, how concerned are you about this current drought? Let's take a look at the numbers.
Well, so far, most people are very concerned, 46%. Some people just regular concerned, and 22% not concerned at all.
I like that, regular concern, just a regular amount of concern. No matter where you fall in this spectrum, you could go vote at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Now let's take a live look into the Ocean View area. Our first alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono is standing by. Chris, what are we looking at as we head into the weekend?
Good evening, Charlie and Christine. We are actually looking at this dry weather continuing, but I'll tell you what, it is absolutely spectacular out there. But as we mentioned yesterday, yes, that drought being expanded across much of Sussex County, that severe drought, as well as that moderate drought. We've been showing you this map really on a weekly basis. It's updated every Thursday, and you can see as we expand further out throughout much of the peninsula, most of Delaware in a drought, and then you can see abnormally dry conditions across the eastern shore and then across portions of Virginia, and that drought extending up into South Jersey as well as southeastern Pennsylvania. And we look at over the next 6 to 10 days, well, from the Climate Prediction Center, we're expecting, yes, below normal conditions as far as precipitation is concerned. A gorgeous look into Laurel where it is 68 degrees. Note the dew point, 30 degrees, very dry. That is why that burn ban is in place. Avoid from lighting any fires due to that high fire condition. Forest fires are very high and likely with this conditions we're seeing across much of the eastern half of the country. And you can see temperatures right now generally in the 60s, warm spot 70 in Redden. We're at 68 there in Seaford. Clear sky, so making your way out to ball games this evening, looking very nice. And look at this big dome of high pressure. This is going to be our friend really, not only through the weekend, but into next week as well as we see those bone dry conditions continue. As I mentioned tonight, maybe a hoodie, a light jacket, looking at temperatures falling into the upper 50s by kickoff, and then we'll be in the mid 50s by halftime. It's going to be another chilly night, could see some patchy frost. We'll talk more about the weekend and those potential 80-degree temperatures in the next week.
Thank you. New today, early estimates indicate Hurricane Milton could be one of the top 10 costliest storms in U.S. history. The damage estimate, it's as high as $34 billion right now. The bulk of the losses are from wind damage due to the unusual nature of the storm. As far as water and storm surge, uninsured flood damage is estimated to be about $4 to $6 billion. And these estimates do not include extensive damage from at least 9 deadly tornadoes that ripped across Florida before Milton made landfall.
As the two presidential campaigns speed towards Election Day, this tight race is expected to be decided by just a handful of states. Today, former President Trump and Vice President Harris are focusing on the battleground state of Michigan. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how each campaign is seeking to energize voters.
Vice President Harris and former President Trump in Michigan, a key state with 15 electoral college votes up for grabs.
18 days left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime.
Harris crisscrossing blue wall states this week with multiple stops in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Both campaigns see this as the clearest path to the White House.
Because, of course, the election is decided in the Electoral College, not in terms of the national popular vote. One really has to see how to get the numbers of supporters up in those blue wall states so that the party that wins them gets those Electoral College votes.
Our NBC News tracker shows since launching his campaign 2 years ago, Trump has visited Pennsylvania, a must-win state, 18 times. Harris, who's playing catch-up after moving to the top of the ticket less than 3 months ago, has made 9 trips, both honing in on a handful of states and focusing on key demographics, including women.
I think I do very well with women, and I think it's all nonsense. I see the polls, and we do well.
What about the
You have one issue. You have the issue of abortion. Without abortion, the women love me.
The Harris campaign upping its efforts to reach men through social media ads and interviews with influencers. Each candidate sharpening their attacks.
We can't have her as a president. She's a Marxist. We're not ready for a Marxist.
The American people are exhausted with his gaslighting.
Early voting off to a record-breaking start in battlegrounds Georgia and North Carolina. This weekend, Americans in Nevada and other states will also start to weigh in. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And early voting in Detroit and other parts of Michigan, that begins this weekend.
A new ordinance in the city of Rehoboth Beach could change parking rules for certain cars. If passed, the new rules would prohibit parking, storing, or leaving any trailer or any vehicle over 22 feet and 3 inches on any city street within the city limits. And this would not apply to any truck that is loading or unloading merchandise or any bus picking up or dropping off passengers. Some locals think stricter rules may be beneficial.
It's so the streets are so kind of congested anyway, and I think when the big vehicles, they kind of they take up several parking places, and it's just kind of hard to see around them. I think it's a good idea.
City officials say they recognize that unregulated parking of trailers within the city can create hazardous conditions and be detrimental to public safety.
Have you seen this kinetic art sculpture in Lewis? Well, if you haven't, you only have until the end of the month before it's going to be removed. This art has been up since April. The sculpture will move to the Biggs Museum of American Art in Dover. It's been used in tours of Lewis and children's classes. You can see it before it's moved to Dover at George H.P. Smith Park. Concert prices higher than ever. Why tickets to the show cost you so much?
It's going to be another sunny weekend on the Delmarva Peninsula, and in fact, we're tracking milder temperatures. We're going to be in the 70s, continuing to stay dry, so any outdoor plans looking fantastic. We're going to be pushing near the 80-degree mark next week. My full first alert forecast is in minutes.
Get in the Halloween spirit this weekend, travel back in time, or join in on some four-legged fun. Your cool things to do are up next.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. That's 10% below MSRP.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming. Our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Thrill seekers, history buffs, and pet lovers. There is a lot to choose from this weekend. Here is Christina DeRobertis with your cool things to do.
Well, it's almost Halloween, so we've got some spooky events lined up for you, but there's also plenty of non-Halloween fun to enjoy this weekend. Up first, Milton Zombie Fest. Saturday night in downtown Milton, you'll find freak shows, food trucks, a costume contest, and more. The annual event is presented by the Milton Theater, and this year's theme is a haunted Mardi Gras. At Killens Pond State Park on Saturday afternoon, learn how to make your own scarecrow. Just bring your imagination and the Friends of Killens Pond will provide supplies. Join the Lewis Historical Society for their Fall Harvest Fest on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4. You can engage with history firsthand and be transported back in time to 1774. The Lewis Historical Society is also having an archaeological dig at the Cannonball House this Saturday from 10 a.m. until the early afternoon. Teams will explore sites in the back garden of the historic house. And woof woof, join the fun at Bark on the Boards from 10 to 2 on Saturday at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. This event, hosted by the Brandywine Valley SPCA, includes a dogs dive competition, yoga with puppies, a pet costume contest, and a vendor village. Coast TV News anchor Madeline Overturf will be the MC. And on a more serious note, take time to honor our fallen heroes this weekend at the Cape May Lewis Ferry Terminal. The Iraq-Afghanistan National Memorial will be on display there until Sunday. This tribute honors the service members who gave their lives during Operations Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom. You can hear the names of over 5,000 fallen heroes read aloud. For event details, tickets, and more, just head to CoastTV.com and click on the Cool Things to Do tab.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
At Johnny Janosik's Mattress World, shop the area's largest mattress selection of the best brand names. Beauty Rest Black, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Kingsdown, Purple, and more. Shop now and find 16 queen mattresses under $9.99, with queen mattresses starting as low as $5.99. Plus, get a $300 reward card with any premium mattress purchase. Get the better night's sleep you deserve. Visit Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
We know Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, owing $59,000 in back taxes.
And she's now getting a deal. No penalties and a 25% reduction in interest.
Now the New York Times reports Alsobrooks lied on official mortgage documents, and Alsobrooks was sued twice for not paying her bills. Thousands in water, sewer, and other expenses. What scandal will they report next? Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Toyota RAV4 Legacy is earned as the best-selling SUV in America. Designed with the capabilities and comfort to tame the trail or road. Right now, get a RAV4 with low 3.99% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Boy, October is just flying by. 13 days until Halloween. There's that sun shining on a dry Delmarva. Currently 68 in Laurel, dew point 30. Those humidity levels are very low, bone dry, creating a hazard for fires across the area as well. But it will be a gorgeous evening. Temperatures falling into the 50s, so a chilly one at that. We'll get that radiational cooling later on tonight. You can see temperatures right now are at 64 Rehoboth, 68 Seaford, and 67 in Salisbury. Not seeing those gusty winds like we've had over the past few days, but generally north to northeast wind direction. We do have a coastal flood advisory that is in effect from 8 a.m. Saturday through 2 p.m. Could see some inundation during high tide, minor inundation during those low areas at the coast. Small craft advisory up through 6 a.m. Saturday. Small craft advisory from Ocean City down to Chicotee, that is up through 7 p.m. Sunday, and we also have one up for the Bay as well, and that runs through 7 p.m. tonight. Clear sailing, clear skies, not much to track. High pressure, I mean, if you're heading out of town, heading anywhere east to the south, to the north, bone dry, no precipitation to contend with. And there's that drought monitor. Severe drought throughout much of Sussex County, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Earlier, I showed you the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. 8 to 14 day, this runs through Halloween, relatively dry. We may not see any rainfall until early November. Average high 69 degrees. We're going to be up near 80 by Tuesday into Wednesday before we see a front move through. Radiational cooling tonight. We get those calm winds, clear skies. Could see some patchy frost away from the coast. Otherwise, we're generally going to be in the low to mid 40s. Wall-to-wall sunshine into our Saturday. Temperatures right around that 70 degree mark. Future cast, not much to track. There is that northeasterly wind. Saturday looking plenty of sunshine into Sunday as well. I think we're going to be in the mid to maybe upper 70s by Sunday afternoon, especially away from the coast. Upper 60s to lower 70s at the coast. But nonetheless, a gorgeous weekend if you have any outdoor plans. Looking beautiful. Make sure you have the sunglasses handy with those temperatures generally in the mid to upper 70s. There is that high, that big dome of high pressure building into next week. Temperatures pushing 80 degrees. No signs of any rain. Cool nights with the clear skies as temperatures will generally be in the 40s and 50s. It's not until late Wednesday into Thursday we see a front move through. Again, like many of these fronts, not a whole lot of moisture associated with this front. Maybe a shower. Right now we're going with mainly dry conditions. And then you see that temperature outlook over the next 8 to 14 days, generally above normal temperatures. Our umbrella giveaway winner, Paul Davis. Congratulations to Vernon Buck of Rehoboth, Delaware. You're the winner of our umbrella. Those umbrellas are going to be collecting dust here, though, over the next 7 to 10 days. 77 by Monday. And then you see the front come through Wednesday into Thursday. Not much in the way of moisture, but we do see temperatures fall more average. And then we're down to 63 by Friday under mostly sunny skies.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Well, veterans in Kent and Sussex counties no longer need to travel far for x-rays or CT scans. The Wilmington VA Medical Center has expanded its services with a new radiology suite at the VA clinic in Dover. That's starting October 28th. The new suite will offer CT scans and x-rays, helping reduce travel time for veterans. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is set for October 25th at 2 p.m. And for some more information on this, you can head to CoastTV.com.
Tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, be sure to catch Henlopen Conference High School football with Smyrna at Dover. That's at 6. At 9:30, it's Nittany Game Week, and then at 11 p.m., the final score. And over on DSN Plus, you can watch that 6 o'clock Smyrna-Dover football game. Also tune in at 7 for the Delmar at Sussex Tech contest, and Cape Henlopen taking on Caesar Rodney in football.
And Sunday Night Football is back on Coast TV this weekend. It's the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coverage begins at 7 p.m.
Coming up, ticket prices for concerts rising higher than they have ever been. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Muscle pain slowing you down? Invest in your health and wellness with Hot Spring Spas at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Lewis. Made with top-of-the-line technologies for a remarkable hydrotherapy experience. Clean and easy, 5 times the filtration and self-monitoring that tells you what it needs to maintain natural-feeling water. With personalized control and multi-level seating to target muscle groups and provide comfort. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we believe your hot tub should take care of you, not the other way around. Visit Delaware Hot Tub Company in Lewis today.
Sussex Technical High School is a multiple award-winning National School of Excellence, a national winner in career and technical student organizations and home to state championship athletic teams. Earn both high school and college credits through dual enrollment partnerships and train for career in one of our 19 technical areas. Sussex Tech uses state-of-the-art technology and offers AP courses and apprenticeships. Come visit our open house Saturday, October 19th. Presentations begin promptly at 9 a.m.
My brothers and I were blessed with loving parents. They paid into Social Security and Medicare their entire lives. Now, some politicians in Washington want to take away the benefits seniors across Delaware have earned. I'm Sarah McBride. In the Senate, I helped lower prescription drug costs. In Congress, my priority will be making it easier for people to pay their bills and afford to retire. I approve this message because Social Security is a promise after a lifetime of hard work.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. This home wouldn't be possible without the foundational life lessons you taught me. Call Dry Zone. What? To protect your crawl space. This is Delmarva, son. Just like your life, your home's foundation needs a dry crawl space. Call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Sticker shock. That is something that a lot of concert goers have noticed lately.
Especially when it comes to big names like Taylor Swift. Tickets at times selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars.
Maribel Gonzalez tells us what could be driving these sky-high prices.
Lynn Habis-Reitinger is a self-proclaimed Swiftie.
Since 2006, when Debut came out.
And a determined one. Last year, she traveled from Orlando to Atlanta to try to catch a Taylor Swift show without a ticket secured.
The tickets in Atlanta were going for resale was probably like $500.
Lynn couldn't afford that. Instead, she listened from outside the venue. Now she's seeing her ticketless saga begin again. Tickets for this weekend's Era Tours shows in Miami going for hundreds of dollars on resale sites, some as much as thousands.
I love Taylor so much and I want to be there so badly, but that is such a huge financial burden.
What is driving these sky-high prices? Professor Andrew Mall from Northeastern University says it starts with demand.
We're in this situation because there aren't enough Taylor Swifts, right? This is a market of scarcity at work.
Bots and technology now making it easier for scalpers to purchase lots of tickets at once, but fans are now also reselling tickets as an investment.
There is a way in which we're being asked, what is the value of this experience, especially knowing that we can resell it for a lot of money.
Last month, Coldplay fans in India shocked to find tickets for the band's Music of the Spheres tour being resold for as much as $11,000. The aftermarket prices frustrating buyers around the world.
It's just really heart-wrenching. They go on and buy those tickets up so that they can resell them. They're not fans of them at all.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
In sports, Angel Reese says her WNBA salary Doesn't even cover her own rent. On Instagram Live Wednesday, the Chicago Sky Star says she pays about $8,000 per month for rent, $96,000 per year, but her WNBA salary only $73,000. Earlier this year, Reese told ESPN her salary was just a, quote, bonus on top of her endorsements. Now, she does have deals with Reebok, Beats by Dre, Airbnb, and Tampax, among others.
Well, if you have any extra bars of gold lying around, you might want to listen to this. The price of gold hit a new high yesterday. It's topping its recent record from late last month. Gold has been on a winning streak recently amid geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainty, jumping more than 3% over the past week. Market experts expect the price to climb even higher.
I looked around. It turns out, unfortunately, I do not have any bars of gold laying around. Weekly jobless claims fell last week. The federal government reports first-time applications for unemployment benefits decreased by 19,000. It dropped it down to 241,000. That's even accounting for the effects of Hurricanes Milton and Helene. Economists expected those events to push claims higher. Meanwhile, continuing claims, or those who have filled or filed for unemployment for at least 2 weeks, they rose by 9,000 to 1.87 million. Economists look at the weekly jobless claims report for signs of how the labor market is faring. Hey, today is the final day for nonprofits to submit applications to Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. We support charities who handpick families in need, and they ensure every child gets a gift to open Christmas morning. We'll be right back.
Did you know that more than half the air you breathe originates from your crawl space? So keep your family safe with the Crawl Space Ninja system, the ultimate solution for all your crawl space needs. Crawl Space Ninja, working fast, clean, and precise to create a worry-free crawl space to keep your family healthy.
Johnny Janosik's multi-million-dollar inventory sell-off is back. Right now, save up to 70% on leather, upholstery, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Plus, 0% APR for 24 months. Save big on floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, overstocks, and special purchases. Thousands of items are in stock and available for immediate pickup or local delivery. Shop often for the best selection. New inventory arrives weekly. It's the multi-million-dollar inventory sell-off, going on now at Johnny Janosic.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows and pick the perfect apples, organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is now in the Lewis Elementary School parking lot on Savannah Road every Saturday from 9 to noon.
Have you been putting off correcting your smile?
Consider Smiles Correct Clear Aligners from Tillman Orthodontics.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you
and provide interest-free in-house financing.
I got free financing and made easy monthly payments.
Smiles Correct aligners are made right here at Tillman Orthodontics.
Unlike other clear aligners, at Tillman Orthodontics, the materials, the contours, and the treatment plans are fully customizable.
A customized plan just for me.
Did the sun come out or is it my smile?
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics, so call today.
I voted for Larry Hogan when he ran for governor.
I did twice. But Larry Hogan for Senate? I can't do that.
Because Larry Hogan would give Republicans control of the Senate.
Republicans could pass a national abortion ban.
More tax cuts for big corporations.
Republicans would have the power to name justices to the Supreme Court.
I don't want Republicans to have control.
I voted for Larry Hogan before, but no way this time.
I'm Angela Also Brooks, and I approve this message.
At Crawl Space Ninja, we take healthy to a higher level using chemical-free soda blasting method that removes mold without the use of any harsh chemicals. Completely safe, environmentally friendly. Crawl Space Ninja, working fast, clean, and precise to create a worry-free crawl space to keep your family healthy.
Sun setting at 6:18 this evening. Temperature 68. We're going to fall into the low to mid 40s overnight with some patchy frost. And you can get that forecast at any time by calling our First Alert weather phone, sponsored by Bard, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. Plenty of sunshine through the weekend, and we're going to trend warmer through the weekend and into next week, pushing 80 degrees. We'll see a front move through Wednesday into Thursday, dropping temperatures to more fall-like standards. But overall, boys, staying very, very dry throughout that 10-day forecast.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.